Welcome back, guys. In this video I am going to share some of the tips on using the warden and healer to clear the corner bases. In other words, you can say by using this warden, grand warden and healer, you can make funnel in one side. What is the benefit of using warden and healer, and what are the disadvantages? The first I will say about advantage and then I will say about disadvantage. Okay, the first most advantage of using warden is that it have the longest range. Okay, so if you are deploying the warden, suppose here, then the warden will able to tackle almost the maximum buildings which any other troops can tackle. Okay, so and number second benefit is that the warden does not move very much. uh, what I mean by does not moving very much, because if you deploy the warden, you can be almost sure that warden will be staying in this area only. Like queen, if you uses queen, then almost queen is unpredictable. She moves either along any of the boundaries, and if you want to make the queen to stay in one single point or one in single direction, then you have to use some funneling. Okay, but this does not happens with warden. Okay, warden can be used without funneling troops and it will work better. And the disadvantage of using warden and healer as a funneling troop is that the warden is quite slow. Okay, so quite slow means its attack is not very much powerful. So if you are uh, or if your warden is very low level, then this technique will not work. And the second disadvantage is that if you are using the warden, then if more than one buildings, suppose 2 and 3 buildings are attacking the warden, then the warden ability may get tapped. Okay, and the main troops which actually we use the warden's ability to stay alive in the mid of the game may not be used, because you have already used the warden ability, or unnecessarily warden ability has been tapped. Okay, also the warden um, get distracted by other troops, uh, your own troops. Suppose warden is here, okay, and his range is suppose this circle. Okay, then if any of your troop come nearby, then the warden will follow him and stop attacking the other buildings. This you may can uh, or you can use this property of the warden as your advantage also, because if you find that warden is being attacked by some CC troops or any other troops, then you can pull back warden by using any other troop. Okay, I mainly uses queen to pull back the warden, and also so that this CC troops can be tackled easily. Okay, so some of the things which you must take care while using warden is that number one, make the warden or deploy the warden only when the uh, enemy heroes are little far away. For example, see here, here is the queen king with this eagle artery, so you may deploy the warden here, because it is quite far away. But if the king or queen or any other troops is nearby and you are deploying the warden uh, in that position, then the warden may not able to tackle this type of troops. Okay, means he is unsuccessful with other heroes. Also take care that the warden is not near to any single target inferno. Okay, because his attack is not so powerful that he can take down this single target inferno by single shot or two shots. It may consume time, and single target inferno may absorb all the hit points, all the powers of warden. Okay, also take care that uh, there should not be so many buildings nearby. By so many buildings I mean, if there are three archer towers or one expo, one expo or scattered shots, and you are deploying the grand warden in that position, then uh, you may have to use one raid spell also, or else only grand warden will not able to tackle that type of buildings. Okay, so I will give you one and example so that you can understand what I really want to say. Okay, see, I as I said, I have deployed the warden in this corner. Here is only two defense building who will be attacking this warden. Also the heroes are far away, no single target infernos are there, and it may give me some benefits. Okay, I have deployed one balloon so that if there are any air mines, then the balloon may get uh, or the healers may get protected by um, by this from this mines. Okay, so now the warden, you can see, even with this two buildings also, see my warden is almost max 50, level 50, and even with this archer tower and cannon only, you can see that warden's health is almost half. But since the warden will tackle down this cannon uh, within next shot, then uh, he will regain his health. Okay, see, so you may ask how much time I want to or I should make the warden stand here. Okay, there is no limit, guys. You can put the warden for the entire time, but uh, the best option is that make the warden to funnel little bit one side from one side, and then deploy some of the troops. What I mainly prefer is that using warden and this healers to clear one side. Okay, and by using king and three bowlers to, and also one giant to clear this side, and then deploy my main troops so that it can go on in the middle. Okay, see, I have deployed the king, giants, and three bowlers so that it may clean up this area. Okay, this area. Okay, so why I use one hero here as a sacrificial hero? Because there is some benefit, guys. Because first of all, this king have very high health. Okay, and then it can tap and make some barbarians come out so that most of the buildings get cleared. Okay, or else I have to use another type of funneling troops like Electro Dragon or Baby Dragons, but they are not so much effective, guys, because you can see the air defense here. Okay, if I use one Electro Dragon in place of this king and these bowlers, then this air defense will easily kill up my ED. Okay, so this is my preference. You can follow other troops also. You may use 5 6 giants, okay, with wizards, but they will cost much more space. Okay, so I prefer this type of funding troops. You may choose another type also. See how clearly you can see that this area is almost cleared, and I have put this warden uh, and does not see. First, you can see that I have not let any other troops near to the warden. Okay, because the warden will be distracted and it will not clear up this area. Also, you can see now I have tapped the king's ability so that it may clear some of the buildings and give me a good funnel. Okay, you can see, guys, almost all the buildings here is clear. Okay, now since this side and this side is almost clear, uh, I will deploy some of my troops and will let them to go at the center. I prefer, okay, let me show you. I prefer mainly this golem, yetis, and some bowlers with this log launcher. Okay, what benefit I get with ice golems, guys? Because even if the ice golems, okay, get killed, it will freeze some of the buildings and will let my bowlers to destroy almost most of the buildings within their range. Okay, and the log launcher will help me to clear the walls. Okay, so most of my troops get mainly to the center. You can see how good this attack will be. See, nothing you have to do. Just deploy all that your troops with queens. Now since the queen is here, okay. So also you can see the king have started attacking my warden. Okay, but the king is not so powerful because it is only of 36 level 36, and my queen will easily able to tackle down this king. And also the since most of my troops are here within the range of this warden, warden have shifted his attention to this side. Okay, see, my queen is taking down the enemy's king, and I have put one red spell so that most of the troops get benefited. I have used the warden's ability too fast. Okay, the benefit which I get is that by using the warden's ability so fast, we uh, mainly protect most of the troops from getting killed. And also in the initial stages most of the buildings are not destroyed, and they focus mainly on my troops only. Okay, so if I use this ability so fast, so most of the troops will be benefited. See this bomb, this giant bomb have no effect. Now from the CC you can see one dragon and one balloon have come out. Okay, but I have freezed them also, and again I have deployed the race spell so that most of the troops can get benefit. Okay, and you can see what are the what happened to the buildings nearby. All the buildings in the centers are destroyed within the fraction of second. Okay, and see the attack is almost over, and I did not do anything. Just few tips: funneling, making the troops get direct to the center, and placing some of the race spells, and you will see that this, okay, see, this attack is almost complete, guys, and I was easily able to score the 3 stars in this base. You may try this type of a technique, guys, and also you can use warden ability to protect most of the troops in the early time. Hope my tip will be helpful, guys. Meet you in next video.